Hey guys, hey, how you guys are doing? Today's a bit better, so I'm for the most part doing. Today is Friday? Yes. Yeah, sometimes a day of the week here, sometimes, rarely, but sometimes a day of the week. Yesterday was rough, today's a bit better. I'm staying on top of my pain meds. What are they called? The little patches that I wear, the pain patches that I wear. Lidocaine patches, they're mo better, mo better. Today, me and my mother-in-law are supposed to go out and kind of spend the day out doing stuff, getting stuff, because Sunday she is going to her daughter's house for Mother's Day, and because of Matthew's work schedule, I can't go. So I'm going to spend some time with her, and I'm not wearing a shirt today. I had a procedure yesterday, so I don't got to. I'm pretty sure my mama will be alright with it. So, hashtag still not naked. I woke up with a lot of stuff in my head today, and I'm not really sure how to place it. I talked the other day about death and dying when I was on with Lauren. If you haven't seen my live feed with Chemistry Queen, Lauren, she does mostly Instagram, but she has a YouTube channel, so you definitely should go check her out. Chemistry Queen. She doesn't have a ton of videos up, but what she does have really good stuff, really good stuff. Very informative. She is adorable. She does giveaways. I just love her to death. I can't wait to hang out with her some more. She also sent me a package, and I will be wearing one of the shirts she sent me today when I go out, and I'll show you guys. I also gained like 5 freaking pounds from the fluids yesterday, which are mostly off today. I'm back where I started. Bum, 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 bum. One thing I don't particularly care for, maybe if I turn this off, will it do it? No, it must be the lighting from the door outside. When I wear my glasses, you guys can always see the glare, but then I'm like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I have not taken my pain medication yet because I just took all my iron. I don't want to mix things, so I'm going to wait a little while, and I'm okay for now. I'm not doing much, I'm just sitting here. Anyway, so we talked about death a lot, and it's a very sensitive subject for me because it's not really a funny subject. Death and dying, is very close to me because I did have a death sentence. My brother did die from obesity. My father did die of heart problems, so at my age. So I still have a lot to process, and that's why I go to therapy. But you know what? Therapy doesn't always help. You have to do a lot of soul searching. You have to do a lot of things yourself. Having people to talk to, a support system, taking depression medication, whatever you have to do. But there's a lot of soul searching for me because, I did lose 2 people in my life that were super important to me. And it gives me a lot of motivation in a lot of ways to make my life the best I can. But it also makes me feel insignificantly small in the universe. We're just like a blip, and life is so ridiculously short. And I'm sorry if this video is really kind of morose or a little downy, but it was on the forefront of my mind when I woke up this morning, and I was like, well, you know what, I should probably talk about it again and just kind of get it out. I was talking the other day to Lauren on the live feed, and I mentioned, having to be buried, and the fact that I probably would have needed 2 plots. And if I didn't need 2 plots after my funeral, they might have had to have, chopped my body to make me fit in the mold. So extra large coffins, like I'm gonna turn my computer on really quickly because I'd like to show you guys this shit. Like, hold on. Super sized coffins prices. Sorry, you guys are actually sitting on top of my laptop. Giant coffins that cater for the ever-growing number of obese Americans. Oversized coffins. Jesus Christ. Yeah. King-sized, Indiana-based Goliath Caskets has found a nice niche. A giant coffin that is a staggering 4 foot wide by 8 foot long, steadily becoming more in demand. The growing demand, sells dozens of the giant coffins each year at over almost $3,000 a pop. I don't know about you guys, but most people who are super morbidly obese, like super morbidly obese, don't have like $3,000 just lying around. Those plots are for normal sized caskets. Now, people talk about caskets and they talk about, being put in the ground, but they're not talking about the water sealed vault. So now you have to buy a vault to go in your plot. That's not going to fit in a normal sized vault. Nope. So now you have to buy a bigger vault, 2 plots, and a big ass casket. So $3,000 for the casket minimum. Probably like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for the watertight seal thing. So that's what I'm gonna say 3 and 4. So that's 7, and then you're looking at the 2 plots. So most plots are pretty freaking expensive. Like, I'm gonna say like maybe $2,000. I'm ballparking it. So let's say a minimum. Gosh, a minimum of just that part is about $8,000-9,000. Then you have to have your funeral home orchestrate everything. They have to have their fees. You have to have that casket shipped. So now you have medical bills. Now you have the funeral cost, the service cost, the casket cost, the people to carry it in there, because if you've got a 4 or 5, 6, 7, 800 pound person, the pallbearers that the 5 or 6 people ain't gonna do it, honey. Ain't gonna do it. How are you gonna get them to where they need to go? So there's that. So let's say $10,000 easy before any other fees and horse shit. Do you guys have $10,000 laying around? And you know who I'm talking to? I'm talking to the people who, consider having weight loss surgery and then pull back because they're scared of dying. You're gonna die anyway. Except this way you're gonna die miserable, in pain, and broke. But you're not gonna be broke. The people who have to take care of you, the people who you leave behind, are the ones that are going to have to go in debt, are the ones who are going to have to buy the money, are the ones who are going to have to try to get a loan, right? So then let's go on the other side. So let's say that your family's like, I can't afford that. Let's try cremation. Well, you still have to fit on the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt is not built for big ass people like us. I still say us because I'm still morbidly obese, but I have been there. I have done that. I have gotten the t-shirt, and unfortunately my brother was cremated, and I talked to somebody in the cremation business, and for people like that, they don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about what happens to the body afterwards. They chop you up. They have to chop your parts up so you fit in the box. Or they'll do multiple boxes, I suppose, if it doesn't all fit in one box. So let's say, let's just, for instance, my body, Okay, so when I was at my heaviest, I was probably about 3.5 foot wide, maybe 4 foot wide this way. And then that's just my torso. And then my legs that were huge, my arms that were huge. So they have to chop you up. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to have to even talk about it, but people won't want to talk about it because it's taboo. You don't want to talk about the afterlife. You don't want to talk about what it's going to do to your family. You don't want to talk about that. What you want to talk about is your next meal. What you want to talk about is what's in the refrigerator. What you want to talk about is, God, it breaks my heart because I've been there. I have thought to myself, how is my new husband going to afford burying me? How is he going to afford to bury me? He'd have to borrow money from his parents. He'd have to borrow money from my parents. He'd have to borrow money from, whoever he could just so they would bury me. They don't do that shit for free. Everybody wants a piece. So a normal cremation would probably be, a couple $1,000s. Cremation for somebody who's super morbidly obese is more effort. So, of course, it's going to be more expensive. And then you have to buy an urn. So, an urn is also, it's just like a fucking casket. Depending on what kind of urn you get, it's $2,000, $3,000, sometimes more, $1,000, unless you want to put me in a fucking box. So, all these things, they're very hard to talk about, but I think they are important to talk about. I think they are super important to talk about because if you are on the fence about changing your life, and I'm not just talking about weight loss surgery, I'm talking about any way you can, or you are on the fence about whether or not you should change your life, change your ways, change your habits, get something done, whatever it takes. There's only this life here. It's so quick. It is so fleeting. It is so worth it. You are worth it. You are definitely worth it. It is so ridiculously fleeting, and I don't want to leave before my time. I have so much more I want to experience. I have so many things that I still want to do. I have so many things that I want to experience. I want to go to Canada with my husband. I want a chance for kids. If I can. If I can't. If I can adopt. If I can foster. Maybe I'll have 15 dogs. I don't know. I want to grow old with my husband. And there was that time where they looked at me and they were like, you maybe have 2 years if you don't do something. And the thought of that was scary, but the thought of surgery was scary because what if I die in surgery? You're gonna die anyway. We all die. One day, we're all going to die. But life, what is life without risk? What is life sitting on a couch in miserable pain? Not being able to go out and do anything with your friends and your family. What kind of life is that for you? Because to me, that's not life. That's not a life that I wanted to lead anymore. A world of opportunity opened up for me when I said, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Because all I did was sit in front of my computer, and all I did was sit and get fatter, and all I did was sit and whine and bitch and complain about how shitty my life was, and I wasn't doing anything about it because the diet is too hard. It's too hard to diet. It's so hard for me to diet. I don't want to diet. I can't. My addiction is too strong. I agree that addiction is terrible, and I'm not telling you that you need to get up and go have weight loss surgery. What I am telling you is that you need to do something. Whatever it takes. Walking every day, going on Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, whatever you have to do, boo-boo, in order to save your life is 100% worth it. 100% worth it. My brother didn't get that chance. And I've told you guys that before. Had he had gastric bypass or the sleeve, I'd be able to call him right now. he would have been able to experience the rest of his kid's life. He would have been able to do all the things that I know he was supposed to be destined for. Your life is so precious and you're 100% worth it. You are completely worth everything. You are worth everything in this world. It's a full moon a couple days before, a couple days after. I'm a little, and I'm just getting over my lady time, so funny, not so much today. Woke up missing my brother. And get up and make today the best day you can. Pain is fleeting, but so is life. So if I have to hurt just a little bit, I have to suck it up and go out today. I want to make today a good day, so that's what I'll do. Again, I'm sorry this video was not happy fun times. I am not always a happy fun time person, so I'm going to finish taking my medicine, and then I'm going to get dressed and get ready to go. I'm going to wake her up, and I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I really do. I swear by everything in me, you are absolutely worth it. Life is so worth it. Whatever pain, whatever you have to go through, you are worth it, and you will be happier in the long run if you'll just take that first step. Have some faith. And I will talk to you guys very, 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 very soon. Mwah.